Hey guys, this is Sage Wisdom here to do a reading for the Sagittarius Collective. Okay, so this reading really is timeless. So anytime you come across this reading, it could apply to your situation. Most likely it will. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to say my prayer. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for the sun sign of Sagittarius or anybody with Saggy in their chart. I'm asking for clear messages from the highest good. I'm asking for protection, white light, and love to surround me, surround the collective at this time, and only for messages of the highest good. Please help me clearly see, feel, know, and understand what's trying to be communicated from the collective. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, Sedgy. So I hope you guys can hear me. I feel like I need another mic. I have to pull this up close to me for you to hear. So we're going to start. I have cards on this side and this side. I actually need a bigger table, but until now, this is what I'm working with. All right, so I did your overall reading, and the first card that came out for you, Saggy, was the weight of the world. It says boundaries let go is not yours to carry. So this is the first card that I have for you guys, okay? And with this, look how she's laying in the water. She's like releasing her fears, her stress, and she's just allowing herself to kind of float through, going, just kind of being in the moment and appreciating where she's at. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from this card. So what they're saying is you don't have to carry everything all on your own. It's not like all on you. A lot of you work in a profession where you care about the well-being of others, but sometimes you put your others' needs before yours. So you know how when you get on the airplane and they tell you when they make that announcement about safety to make sure if something was to happen, like the plane was to crash, to make sure you put your oxygen mask on first and then secure like your children or help other people. That's kind of the message that they're giving here. They feel like it's you guys are overwhelmed, as you should be, because you have a lot going on, and but not only are you taking on just issues that's arising every day that's related to you or your family, you're taking on other people's problem and picking up on the energies of other people, which is depleting you. Okay, so your angels are saying thank you for caring so much and wanting to help the world, but you need to set some healthy boundaries in order to be emotionally and physically healthy yourself before you can go out and do the work that you're called to do. Okay, so you do this by sometimes just saying no to certain requests, maybe taking personal time off of work and just resting and recuperating, and then starting to practice. They want you to start practicing meditation daily before you wake up in the morning and grab your phone and start looking at your schedule or watching the news. They want you to take that pause and take a deep breath and go into meditation and get clear on how you want to feel throughout your day, so that you're not starting your day, oh my God, I got to do this, I got this on my schedule, I don't know how I'm going to fit this in. You starting off depleted because you think about everything that you have to do before it's even time. So taking that time to just be in the moment, taking those deep breaths and just kind of like existing. Maybe take a walk in nature to kind of ground yourself to the current moment and to the reality. And then just this is going to help you be more in a state of grace where you're filling yourself up, taking the time to fill you up, and in doing this, you're rejuvenating yourself. And for some of you, they're saying you just need to take a break, take some time off work, take a nap, take a bubble bath, do something for yourself, not for your kids, not for your family, not for your job, not for other people, not listen to people want to complain to you about stuff, friends and things like that. Just take that time for you. All right, so that's what this card is all about. This is overall energy, by the way. The next card in your overall energy is the empathetic star seed. So it's talking about energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, what we're just talking about. A lot of the energies that you're taking on is not actually your energy. Okay? That's what they're saying. So a lot of times we feel depressed and we're like, oh my God, why do I feel like annoyed or irritated or stressed, or why do I feel depressed? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's not your energy. That's what they're saying. It's not your energy sometimes. And you might one minute you might be feeling okay, the next you have a mood swing. One minute you might feel energetic, next minute you feel like extremely exhausted. You're picking up on other people's energy, okay? So what they need you to do in order to counteract this is lighten the load energetically. So don't put yourself under so much pressure to, like, I get out in the world, I got to do this, I got to do such and such. You know what I'm saying? Or don't push yourself to do something when you don't feel it. If you feel like you want to go into hermit mode and just be to yourself and watch some Netflix and binge eat, that's healthy sometime when you're taking a break from reality to rejuvenate yourself. This is a time for you to be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself time to recover energetically, because they feel that you are depleted completely. And it's because you're taking on so much of the world. Like, you being a starseed Sagittarius is naturally, you're innately that person. So you don't even have to do anything to be that person. Like, you go around people and it's like almost like you're naturally absorbing the issues and the problems, and you're balancing other people's lives and the world to some extent. But it comes with a price. You have to learn how to take that time to rejuvenate yourself because of who you are, okay? And not to feel pressured to keep up with the pace. Take breaks and treat yourself like a baby, like you're caring for a baby. Like, be real gentle with yourself and talk real calm and real light. So it's normal to feel like we should be doing more, because the type of world we live in is like, it's never over. It's gotta do this, gotta do that, I gotta take care of my kids, I gotta go to work, I gotta cook dinner, I gotta wash clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's normal to feel that way. So it's not like you're not abnormal for feeling that way. But it's time to rejuvenate and take care of you and pour into you, okay? And when you don't do stuff like this is what causes you to feel depressed. This is what causes addictions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes food addiction, sex addictions, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, because you're trying to find a way to kind of lighten your load within your body. But that stuff is not healthy. So you do this by being present in your own life, okay? Being present for yourself. And maybe it is a phase that you feel like you may be going through, and maybe just you being called to do something different with your life. Maybe you feel off track or off center or off kilter, or like you're not in the right field in terms of a job or something. And the pressures of the job is getting your nerves, and you're going with what corporate America or what your company is telling you to do, but maybe it's not in line with your values, okay? The work that you do, Sagittarius, and this is how you can tell if you're aligned with your values, should involve giving to others, that's for sure. But you also should have time to nourish and care for yourself, and spend time doing the things that you like to do to make you feel better, okay? All right. The last card in your overall energy is double mission. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you, okay? So the way that you're going to serve the world is by being you. So if you're in a career and you feel like you thought it was something you wanted to do, but you feel like you're off track with like how you thought it would look, pay attention to that, because the universe is calling you to look at your career. Make sure that you remember your collective mission. Like, what am I here to do? Okay, I'm here to serve, but how? The how is very important. How you want to serve is very important. You have to be comfortable with the type of environment you're in, the type of work you're doing. You have to agree with the mission and vision of the company you're in. If you don't agree with the mission and vision of the company, you need to reevaluate some things, okay? You need to do work that lightens you up, that makes you feel better as a human being, and about, like you want to end the day saying, I made a difference, but not I made a difference and I'm depleted and I don't have nothing else to give. I made a difference and there's a lot of balance in what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It has to be balance, okay? All right, so that's your overall, Sagittarius. So the situation you guys got, key card is balance. So you guys are off balance right now with the number 11 there. And the reason why is because you're distracted by all the responsibilities that comes with daily life. And it's like you're feeling discontented or bored in your situation, because it's like you're just going through the motions and doing what you got to do based on what something or someone is telling you, based on like the responsibilities that come with your role, for example. Okay, so you're getting lost in the sauce. And Spirit is saying, wake up, with the 4 cups here. And if you feel undecisive right now, it's because it's like you're not willing to make a decision, because you're going by what you think make others happy, and you're not following your own heart. So that's what it is. So you got the 2 of Swords here, where you feel like undecisive. You got the 4 cups, where you're feeling like, I don't know, like distracted, but you're really like discontented, not okay with it. So the key here is balance. Learning how to balance what's going on in your life. You can't focus on everything else and not take into account what your body needs at this time, okay? Give me one more card for Sagittarius in terms of the situation, Spirit. What do you want Sagittarius to know? Or what's the message, Spirit? Thank you. energy. One more card for Sagittarius in regards to the situation. Then we're going to move on to the energies that's around Sagittarius at this time. All right. So, yeah, you guys are really feeling constricted, like feeling bound by your situation. And, you know, you don't agree with something in the workforce. You don't agree with something in a relationship. You don't agree with something in some kind of family dispute. It's something you don't agree with, but you feeling bound and you feeling like you have to go along with it, go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? So they need you to work through the shadow energy. Okay. You got the devil card. Something here where you're feeling obligated to, but it's not aligning with who you are and what you want. So it's like you're not opening your eyes to the reality of the situation, to take the time to figure out what's right for me. Okay. So they want you to kind of really do the work right now. When you're in your shadow energy, it's not necessarily a bad thing with that devil card there. That's your shadow work that you have to do because you're feeling bound to some type of situation that you don't completely agree with. You're feeling bound. But they need you to do the work and figure out, focus on what it is that will bring you growth and it will bring you opportunity at this time. And a lot of times the things that bring you growth and opportunity are not the easiest route. It's going to be like you stepping out on faith to make a change for the better. So a lot of times we get stuck in our rut, we get stuck in a routine because it's easy and we kind of know what to expect. But at the same time, we get bored with it. And then we start feeling constricted in our lives and like it's not enough. It's just got to be more to life. So that's where you got to put the work in. You got to start looking at growth. And with growth comes, you know, different experiences where you challenging yourself, you stepping out of your comfort zone and into a different phase in your life. Okay. All right. So the energy that's around you, Seji, hold on, is shadow energy. Okay, so you're working through you're doing shadow work right now. You're working through those things that it's hard for you to face, but it's important for you to look at it because, you know, as we continue to grow, as we continue to age, we have to evaluate our life. I call it like a life review and say, am I doing the thing that I said I was going to do when I came to this earth? Do my goals, do they align with like my mission? And the way you can tell that, do I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing? In my heart, do I feel like aligned? You know what I'm saying? That's the question you got to ask yourself. You got to be truthful about it now. You got to be truthful about it. And with this type of thing, you need a lot of introspection. So you got to go within and really try to do the work to understand yourself on like a deeper level. Look at the parts that you choosing to ignore because it's easier just to go with the flow and follow basic routines or the rules or, you know, what the company wants you to do. It's easy to do that, but for you to like get clear on your mission is going to require you to do some work that's more in the creative aspect and more soul searching and digging deeper into the situation, digging deeper into your psyche, into your spiritual self to say, is this aligned with with my truth and what I want at this time? That's what they're saying. Okay. So you use your logic, you use your introspection, and you trying to get clarity on something. Okay. Now it's not like it's going to be easy. It's going to be challenging because you challenge yourself. You're taking a risk. You like, should I leave this job? Should I leave this relationship? Should I go back to school? Should I, it's like you're questioning some things that may be challenging, but they're saying review it all carefully. Go and do the inside work because what they're saying is you need to be in a state where you feel like you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. So even though we always working towards a goal, we're always trying to reach self-actualization. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lifelong thing until the day we die. But we have to enjoy what we're doing. If we don't enjoy it, we need to assess something and make some changes because each level that we advance, we have to see our progress. If we don't see our progress, it's going to be like we're not, acknowledging like our growth, not looking at what we learned, not looking at how far we come, that type thing, okay? So in doing this, you're taking your personal power back and you take your personal power back in the situation, so you're more in control. When you merge your shadow with yourself, you taking your personal power back and you seeing the whole picture. You're not just seeing it, rose-colored glasses. You're not seeing all pessimistic views. Okay, you're seeing it, the reality of the situation. Okay, that's what they're saying. So, in looking at the reality situation, it might be some things that you need to forgive yourself for, some things you need to forgive other people for, and to do this, it requires strength. So that's like the power in all this, okay? All right. Let me get a little bit more clarity for the shadow energy that you guys are undergoing, Sedgies. Give me a little bit more clarity for the shadow energy that you guys are undergoing. Okay. All right. So the King of Cups. So having compassion towards yourself, pouring into you at this time, being emotionally connected, like using heart. I guess it's aligning your heart and your head. So learning how to like go within to get that introspection, looking at the situation in its entirety, looking at the parts you don't want to see. That requires courage and requires you to be like forgiving and emotionally, I want to say emotionally courageous in terms of looking at you in fullness, looking at the things that could be improved on, the things that may need to change, the things that you could have done better, and just going forward with a better plan. Okay, that's the energy. Yeah, Queen of Swords here. So logic, head, and heart is the energy that I'm feeling here. So you got the Queen of Swords, being logical, being truthful with yourself, and at the same time being forgiving with the things that you have your shortcomings with, but then at the same time growing from those things, learning from it, not just being stuck in a place. Oh, I shouldn't have did this, I should have did that, or maybe I should have did this differently. No, okay, maybe you should have done it differently, but thank you, God, for the lesson. That's the energy that I'm feeling there. Okay. All right, so aspects of this energy is you're going to have victory and success in what you do. That's just bottom line. You're going to have victory and success, but you got to continue to have faith in your plan. But in order to have faith in a plan, you got to get clear on what that plan is. Like I said, I think you guys are getting lost in the sauce, which might be the name of this video. You're getting lost in the sauce and you forgetting why you here and what you're trying to do. You're forgetting that a part of your mission has to do with pouring into yourself, nurturing yourself, taking care of you. And a part of your mission is reviewing and looking at how far you come to where you're at now, so you can have gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude speeds up manifestation for even better future plans. And then and in doing that, that's going to make you realize that you're out of that challenging time. You know what I'm saying? The challenging time has already come to an end. You already should be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you can't, it's because you're not being grateful, you're not looking at the lessons, you're not understanding something within you. So victory and success basically is already here. It's just a matter of how you're viewing the situation, or a matter of you integrating your shadow with your higher self in order for you to see the full picture and get a reality check. You know what I'm saying? The reality check is not a bad thing. It's like, anything you've done wrong, forgiveness of self, forgiveness of other, things you've done wrong, looking at what you can do differently next time is about growth, is what they're saying. Okay. So taking charge of your life. You know what I'm saying? The Emperor came out with the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, I feel like in this scenario, it means like reflecting back on things. You know what I'm saying? And looking at how can I be a boss of my own life? How can I make this work for me? How, what kind of plan do I need to have a successful future? So having that logical stance with your creative ideas, or logical stance in terms of, how do you want to move forward, or what you want to do next, is what Spirit is saying. All right, so what's testing you, Sagittarius? You got your throat chakra card here. Communication is something you're not saying, or something you're not being truthful about, to yourself or to others. It's something you need to step up. And that 5 there represents change. So you know something needs to change, but you haven't said it to yourself. You haven't said it out loud. Maybe you need to write it down, is what they're saying. Because they're saying all of this caring for yourself, putting others first, putting the job first, putting your children first, putting everybody first, and not taking care of yourself, that's not working for you anymore. Okay? Then you just start following your heart, following your what it is that you're passionate about. They admire the fact that you're self-sacrificing and that you care for others, but you really are forgetting to take care of yourself with the Queen of Cups. Okay? They want you to feel happy with the 3 of Cups here, within your community, within your job, within your family, within hanging out with your friends. Not like you're always the one providing. Like maybe you're a friend, you go out, you're always the one paying. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody else pick up the bill sometime. Let somebody else do something nice. So that's how you're going to bring that balance back. So give me a little bit more for the test. Yeah. That's the 6 of Swords right there. So it's telling you need to move out of this energy of not being honest with yourself about what it is that you want. Yeah, you need to move out of this energy of not being honest about yourself or what you want. That's the only way it's going to reach a place where things improve. And, where things are going to improve is what Spirit is saying. It feels choppy because you're not connecting with your higher self, or maybe you're connecting too much to like I'm trying to look at the best part of the situation, but you're not looking at the part that needs to be evaluated, which might be the part that we call this shadow, but it's the part that you don't want to look at because you don't want to evaluate yourself, or you don't want to like basically say that maybe I need to adjust this, or maybe I need to change this, because you're stuck in your routine, and sometimes the routine is easier, even though it's causing you stress. Is what you used to. So it's like it's something needs to be done differently, Seji, is what Spirit is saying. There needs to be balance right now. You need to balance out the scale in terms of routine and aligning with what your goals are this lifetime. So you just got off track a little bit because you got lost in the sauce. Everyday life stuff you get mixed up in, and trying to people please and help do this, help do that. You know what I'm saying? And you feel like it's a part of your mission, and it is somewhat, but not at the expense of yourself, is what Spirit is saying. So having that strength to take the time for you, you know what I'm saying, and say, this is what I'm going to focus on now. This is what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on my own personal power and pouring into myself. I'm going to focus on being assertive in terms of what I need and communicating what it is that I need. Throat chakra, got to communicate. Okay, so if you're having issues with your voice or can't clear your throat, it's because you're not being truthful in voicing and communicating your needs. You're not being assertive enough. I'm not saying you're being passive, but I'm saying you're not being assertive enough at this time. Okay. All right. Aspects of this energy. What you need to do is to go into hermit mode, go into solitude, to get clear on what it is you want. Take a break. Take a couple of days off work. You know what I'm saying? Go take a walk. Don't focus on other people's stuff. Don't focus on doing your lesson planning. Don't focus on, you know what I'm saying? Focus on something that's related to you, but not related, specifically to other people. So whatever you do, if you're a light worker, you're on a mission, you indirectly helping people when you help yourself. That's what Spirit is saying, okay? So when you can get clear on that, when you go into hermit mode and merge your shadow with your higher self and look at yourself with compassion and communicate your truth and be honest with yourself about what's next, that's when the fresh start is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You're going to push your fears aside, because when you looking at yourself outside looking in, look at the shadow part, looking at stuff that need to work on, but you're not really integrating or trying to make it work, it's like you still fearful about, oh, maybe I can't do this, or maybe if I did this, maybe I'm not ready to go to that next level. Maybe I'm so used to things being how they are, that's why I'm avoiding this. It's that energy. So it's like fears that you have that's preventing you from taking a leap of faith into the next phase in your life, is what Spirit is saying. Give me a little bit of clarity on the Fool card and the Hermit card, Spirit. All right, so you got some little stagnancy there. You got the Knight of Pentacles and you got the Four of Wands. So the Knight of Pentacles is saying that you're a little hesitant about something. It's something that you want to do, but you're not sure if you should. So it's like, almost like Spirit saying you've been a little bit too patient. We need some action to go on. You right at the threshold of getting what it is that you want, like the happily ever after, but you just need to integrate or merge aspects of yourself and be more complete and whole. So it's like a reality check. Look at the whole situation for what it is. Not being so, oh, everything is great, and not being so, oh, everything's the worst. Not being overly optimistic, not being overly pessimistic, but having a reality check. Looking at things logically and rationalizing it. It's like, okay, well, maybe I do need to do a little bit more of this. Maybe I do need to do some self-care. Maybe I do need a vacation. Maybe I should be taking walks and exercise. Maybe I do need to drink more water. Maybe I start eating more fruits. Maybe I should go on a fast. Like taking the time for you to kind of like get clear on what it is and then do that thing. And then when you do that, you're going to realize that you already at a place of success and victory. You just can't see it because you lost in the sauce. You're too busy doing. You have to stop and appreciate where you're at, is what Spirit is saying, okay? All right, so outcome based on the current situation, they say that you're going to have good achievements. You're establishing a good foundation for yourself, and your wishes are coming true. Your dreams are becoming a reality right now. This really is a magical time in your life. It's like a portal's open up. I keep seeing the number 1111. It's like a portal has opened up, and it's for good fortune, but you have to have faith in that. You have to have faith in yourself. They want you to start celebrating yourself and to send gratitude to the divines, because the peace and prosperity is already here. It's just you don't see it yet. So it's here. If it's not here yet, it's coming. It's right there at the threshold. but they need you to have peace and contentment in your personal life. So that's doing what you need to do to make yourself calm, to make yourself feel peaceful, to make yourself feel happy, okay? And healthy habits, not bad ones. So like go out dancing, go for a walk, go take a bubble bath, do stuff that make you be in the moment, so you can think about where you've been and where you at now. And then the things that you're not so proud of, or things you feel like you need to work on, look at that, evaluate it. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a plan and make it better and do it. It's like a good time. So also, as you go through this process, they want you to start listening to your intuition and look at signs from the divine. It's gonna be like little signs, like you might hear a little something, like yesterday. My angels and spirit guides said, why don't you pour out this old juice? It was some old tea that I made, hibiscus tea. And it was like a glass container. I had pushed it to the back because I got more groceries. Something told me, go empty those 2 bottles out. Did not do it. Didn't listen to my intuition. This morning, woke up, red juice all everywhere. It was pushed to the back. It froze up. The glass cracked. Had to clean out the whole refrigerator. Just not listening caused more work. So paying attention to your intuition. And the only way you can listen to your intuition is if you slow down. Slow down and have gratitude and be in the moment and meditate and walk, in nature and that type thing. See what I'm saying? And then when you slow down, you're going to realize the fears that you think you have aren't really that relevant. It was like, the reason why it's a fear, because it's like something in the distance where or something that you're not focused in on. So it might feel overwhelming when you're not focused in on the thing that you know that you got to do. It's almost like your intuition nudging you, okay, do this, pay attention to this. And intuition is not like abrasive and it's not forceful. It's real mild. But I think because a lot of you are pushing it off and just focusing on like duties per day, going through the motions, stuck in your cycle, when you think about doing something different, like going back to school or, writing that book or, what I'm saying, whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, it makes you feel overwhelmed and it becomes a fear because you're not in touch with it. That's why it's important to get in touch with the shadow aspect and like become one so you can be integrated and whole, okay? Yeah, once you do that, everything's going to become clear, all right? So give me a little bit more for the outcome based on the current energy spirit. Thank you, God, for this opportunity to read for the sun signs of Sagittarius. Okay, they saying basically it's about to be good times ahead. You know what I'm saying? Once you integrate yourself, stuff's about to be working out. 3 of Cups represent like celebration, good friendships, hanging out. You're going to start enjoying yourself more, because it's really more so you're not enjoying yourself because you're, I don't know, you lost in the soft, stuck in your rut, okay? But things are about to start changing quickly is what Spirit is saying, okay? This 8 of Wands is whatever's happened is coming, is going, is happening, it's moving. Stuff about to start pushing you, okay? So it's judgment is here, where Spirit is like trying to open your eyes to the reality of what is, having you look at your 10 of Cups situation that's already in existence, like you are already emotionally happy, or you will be once you can integrate that shadow side. But the key is paying attention to your intuition. High Priestess here. The stuff that's in the dark is nothing to be feared. Bring it to the light, integrate it with your higher self, High Priestess, with the shadow side. And it's going to help you be more practical and take a realistic stance on things. And so the thing that you thought was a fear of yours is really just going to be like, I just needed a plan. Okay? All right. That's what I have for you, Sedgies. Until next time. And thank you guys for watching. All right. Bye.